So we're going to start off with some frozen chicken thighs for the jerk chicken. We're going to use Montreal steak seasoning. We're going to put a little bit of that on there. And then we're going to also put some seasoning salt. I'll just start putting the seasoning salt on and think about to like really show y'all. It's Lawry's seasoning salt. You can find that just about anywhere, just like the Montreal steak seasoning. Then you add just a little bit of water to the bottom, because you don't really need much because it's frozen meat. So, you know, as it cooks, the water comes out because it's already frozen meat. So you just add a little bit of the water in there. And sometimes I look and I'm like, okay, maybe I need a little bit more seasoning. So I go back in and I put a little bit more seasoning as I need it. You put it as you need it, but you don't want to use too much seasoning because the jerk sauce has seasoning in it. And that can make it extra salty if you do too much. Then I'm going to go ahead and start with my Jiffy cornbread. Yes, I'm doing Jiffy cornbread, not doing no homemade cornbread. Jiffy cornbread is just fine for my jerk chicken. So you read the side of the box and you go by what they tell you to use. Now, I always go in and use what they tell me to use as far as eggs and then, you know, the milk and stuff. But I always go back, add a little bit more milk because it's just a little bit too thick. I feel like when you add a little bit more milk to it, it makes it a little bit softer and it's just so good when you eat it with your jerk chicken. But anyway, go ahead and watch this part and then I'll come back. See right here, I'm going to add some more milk. That's not what it asks for. But and I think also later on, I'm going to end up adding some more milk. That's just how I do. It makes it a little bit better for me. But you judge on how you want yours done. Okay, and right here, I'm just showing you the pots. The first pot on the left, the bigger red pot, that pot is for my rice. I have water in there. I'll be boiling the water to sit like, it's like packs of rice that you sit down and I'm not doing like the traditional way of boiling rice. I do the little packs of rice. Well, I do rice different ways, but this time I'm doing packs of rice. And then the pot beside it has oil in it. And I will be frying some chicken because my middle son, he doesn't really care for jerk chicken, so I gotta make him a little fried chicken. And right here, this is gonna be the mixture. You see what I'm using here? Olive Garden Italian dressing. I'll be using this. This is my mixture. Well, one of my mixtures for the jerk sauce. Now I have different mixtures based on what I got going on or what I have in my house. So I'll be using that. I'll be using sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce, and then I'll be using the actual jerk sauce. Now this little thing of jerk sauce has a lot of kick. Now there's the barbecue sauce, but this jerk sauce that you're gonna see has a lot of kick, so you have to be careful with how much you use. A little will take you a long way. So when I first start using it, there it is, the jerk Jamaican sauce. When I first started using it, I had to taste it. Good thing I did taste it because I see how potent it is. You don't use a whole lot for one mixture. If you use that whole thing, like your mouth is going to be on fire, but some people like that. So just taste it ahead of time so you'll know what you're dealing with. But anyway, I mixed that up. And like I said, I have different ways that I do it. I have another way where I do the little bottle of jerk that you've seen that I said is potent. Then I have like a barbecue jerk sauce that I use, but I also use the Olive Garden, the sauce from Olive Garden too, the salad dressing. I always use that in there to kind of balances it for me. Okay, so now the jerk chicken is out of the oven because you put it in the oven for a while until it's almost fully cooked, not completely cooked, almost fully cooked. So I'm showing you here that it's not fully cooked yet. So then you kind of let it sit on the stove and kind of cook down a little bit more before you actually, put the sauce on it. It don't take too long, but you don't want it to fully cook in the oven unless that's something you like. But me, I like to cook it on the stove. Now I'm going to just add my sauce, my jerk sauce. Now I'm going to let it simmer on it and I'm going to let it cook down like the sauce is going to be stuck to the chicken. It's going to be kind of thick and tacky. And I let that happen and, cook that down and everything like that. Some people like to cut their chicken up so it can get all in there. So it can be more like I guess you'll say like a barbecue. You know how people have barbecue chicken pieces and it's like cut up. No, we don't like ours cut up. We like ours whole. So we leave it whole and we let it cook down and it's going to get real thick and tacky. Okay, here's the water, and I'm going to drop in those bags of rice that I was telling y'all about. Here to go. You can find them in just about any store. Quick and easy. Some people like regular rice. Let me go ahead and boil me some rice. But this quick, simple, and easy. You put it in there, cook it down, take it out, cut the bag open, add a little salt if you want, or add a little butter. In this case, I will not be adding any salt because, like I said, the jerk sauce has a very strong salt taste to it, so you don't want to add too much salt to anything. Okay, so now this chicken is for the fried chicken. I just kind of lightly season it with the same seasoning, the Grill Master seasoning, kind of move it around with my hands. Also use Lawry's seasoning salt in here as well, and I use a little bit of the garlic powder. Move it around. Sometimes I might put a little milk in here, but today, I'm just keeping it simple. Doing this because I'll take like chicken breasts and I'll like cut them up because my son, like ever since he was younger, he always like cut up chicken. So we call it like chicken pieces, chicken nuggets kind of. For some reason, he will not eat the chicken whole. I had to cut it up into pieces and he would tear that chicken up. But anyway, there's the garlic salt. Normally I'll use garlic powder, but I mustn't have any garlic powder at this time. I'd rather use that than garlic salt. And you just kind of season it to your liking, and then I'll put a little flour on it and everything. Like I said, sometimes I'll use a little milk, but at this time I'm not. So I'm just going to use my flour and go ahead and start to fry my chicken. And we're going to cook a little of the dark kidney beans that you're going to see me hold up to the screen here, because we want it to go with our jerk chicken, and, you know, have it to the side, or put it in with your jerk chicken and your rice and everything like that. So we're going to go ahead and get started on these items. Put it in the pan. Of course, you can't see me do it, but you'll eventually see it in the pot. So here's a view of everything I'm cooking right now. You see the beans that I'm covering up. You see the fried chicken. You see the rice boiling, and you see the jerk chicken at the back cooking. So now we're going to do our cornbread. We're going to take the Country Crock Original butter, and we're going to line the pans with the butter and put in the Jiffy cornbread. But something you're going to notice is at the bottom, you're going to see milk being poured in the Jiffy cornbread. Once again, I told y'all I constantly do that, because when you put that milk in it, it thins it out a little bit, but it makes it like extra soft, and it's good like that. I don't like it like the original way they tell you to do it. They tell you to put, I think, a box in, 1 egg, and I think like a 1/4 cup of milk, and I think I end up putting like a 1/2 cup of milk or more. I usually almost double the amount of milk that's in there. And I'm telling you, if you use Jiffy cornbread and you like it like thick and more dry, leave it exactly like it is. But if you want to try it out and you use Jiffy cornbread, and I think it's a fourth cup of milk, and you want yours to be like real soft and almost like cornbread that's homemade, double your amount of milk. I'm telling you, see me? Look, you see the little milk coming over there? I have to keep adding. But try it that way. I'm telling you, it will be so much better. Oh my gosh, that's so soft and so good. Yeah, and that's the best way to do it. Listen to me. I'm telling you, it'd be good. My kids love it. It almost tastes like a cake by the time I'm finished with it. Then you have to add your own little touches. Yeah, I use box stuff a lot, but you have to use your own touches. But anyway. Okay, so follow the box and put those in the oven. And now we're checking on the fried chicken. Trying to see what it's looking like. It's becoming golden brown. Like I said, it's little small chicken pieces. You want to check on your jerk chicken. It's going to start to simmer a lot. And you're going to feel it. It'll start to stick to the pan. So you got to make sure you're moving it around. Because the jerk sauce, it gets a little tacky. And that's what you want it to do. You want it to get tacky, but you don't want it to stick to the pot. You want to move it around as much as possible, but still allow it to get tacky. Because with it getting tacky, it's going to stick to the chicken real good. It's going to be very good. But after you do that, you also want to mix some more jerk seasoning so you have a little bit of sauce to go on your rice and stuff like that. Okay, so now you see the jerk chicken. The sauce is like very tacky on it. You want to leave it like that. Go ahead and take it out the pot. But once you're finished with that, you're going to see that I make some more jerk sauce and I'll put it in there with it, just so you have something to put on your rice and mix it up and everything like that. Or you can make some more in this pot and like put it separate to the side and just like dip some out to go on your rice if you don't want to mess up the tackiness of your chicken. But you kind of figure that part out. Alright guys, so this is how everything came out. And when I ate this, look at that cornbread. It was amazing. Y'all put your own little touches on it. As you do it, you get used to it. You feel your way through. You know what you like, or what you should change, what you should keep, all of that. But thank you guys for watching with me, cooking with me. Continue to watch this channel, help this channel grow. We're gonna be doing more cooking videos, more eating videos, more mukbangs, more reviews and things like that from restaurants. All right guys, thank you for watching.